So I haven't had a non-all-in range for 3-bets, and I'll keep to that so far. I'll decide if it's maybe a better option. But I think a good player is not folding a ton to these small 3-bets to 90 or whatnot, so it's such a complication to your playstyle. Okay, like I'm not even folding 10-3 suited to that. Such a small bet. I do the same sort of thing though after 3-betting a lot of the time. Like this would be a pretty good candidate to 3-bet a non-all-in size, but I'd be introducing it for the first time. And again, just I will play with all-in or nothing sizing for now. I'll still call turn bet probably. Man, okay, so that's his typical turn sizing, huh? Now he will think that I have a 6, probably, because I think a decent amount of people fold a 3 there. And all in. Man, yeah, I'm just not hitting them really very hard, like as far as flops go. It's a lot of these bottom pairs and whatnot. So pretty hard to play without seeing showdowns. But at the same time, like if you just call and station off, you might simply be throwing money away. So it's a battle where the lack of information hurts versus a good player. Even versus a weaker player, it's always going to hurt. It's just that you can sort of close the gap in other ways. Here again, like yeah, I'll just shove. I think it's fine. Yeah, he does limp some strong hands, but he's gonna limp some weak hands as well. He has fairly decent equity versus a lot of those ace-X too. Alright, so this video will probably be split up into multiple parts. We're at 36 minutes right now. But I think he's interesting to play, and so I will continue. And then I can also see the feedback from all of you who have probably more experience with the games in their current state, if they are that different. So that would be interesting to read too. Okay, so I will min-raise call here. If I limped, after seeing him just check back king 6, I probably would just limp fold, yeah. Yeah, no luck here. Yeah, it's pretty annoying because there aren't really spots that I feel have been too skill dependent overall. Like, king 10 versus 9s, or this hand, like king 7, min-raise call, just okay. I mean, it's poker. You're gonna have a pretty obvious decision there in that spot. It's not so super player dependent at these stack sizes, and it's just normal super turbo variance that you know, whoever hits wins, and that's it. But what I'd really like to see is mostly the greater than 14 big blind spots. Okay, he just hasn't done this very much, but yeah, I mean, it's so small that I feel like I'm probably priced in, but huh. God, I'm so tempted to raise because I think that the draws might want to raise larger. on the flop, so I can represent those pretty well, and that would be interesting. But just having 0 equity, it's not the kind of spot I typically want, you know? Obviously, you can make plays with 0 equity. It's just that you have to be right so much more, and I actually don't know for sure that he would just not be going 27 to 60 with hearts or whatever. Okay, and now we can probably open Poker Tracker and have a little bit better of an idea as well. I'm sure he's a player that adapts, so I don't think showing some stats is that significant of a insight into his playstyle versus other players. Alright, so now King 10 is a possibility, and so that's not great, but okay. But I do have blockers, so I'm not super worried about it. So yeah, this is the latest coffee on. Still a really, really excellent product. And here, again, like, if I had a non-all-in sizing, I would definitely want to use it with a hand like this, but I don't, so I'm just shoving. He has shown the ability to have ace-x while limping, so that makes actually shoving a little bit better versus him than maybe other players who would just be min-raising ace-x all the time. And I don't know why it goes to the back of the table, but okay, there we go. So far, so he's raising an insane amount, and he's going to be really vulnerable to 3-bets. And because he's raising so much, and not limping very much until less than 17 big blind stack sizes, that's weird. Yeah, because of that, actually, it definitely makes a strategic non-all-in 3-bet much better option than just having a 3-bet shove or not range. And the reason is simply that he'll have more hands that are just really bad, like you know, the deuce 5s or whatever. So yeah, he's not going to be able to really call a small 3-bet with that. While if you have, let's say, a 70% opening range or around there, then you will have far fewer of those really trashy hands, and so you will be able to call way more of these small 3-bets. So that would be his adjustment, I think, if I were to be doing that a lot. He should just simply be 3-betting, changing his range so he can call the 3-bets more, and that would mean limping more even at higher stack depths. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good insight from the Poker Tracker stats from now. I really didn't think he was at 94%, but he's actually playing 100% and just limping the rest, so I don't even know. Yeah, I will just check here. I didn't think he was at 94%. I thought he was raising something like 90%, 93%, 92 even, but okay, I guess it's not that different, but still, it didn't feel quite as high as the stats show. Okay. So he could have an ace, I can't really that often, but no. Hell, he might put me on a flush or whatever. The hand's just a bit too strong to fold here, or at all. And I can have a 5 quite a lot more than he can, because I think he just open shove like 5, 6 suited or this kind of hands. Yeah, so I feel kind of obligated to call here, but it's again pretty shitty if he has an ace. It's just yet again where you know, you'd be unlucky if he does, but definitely sort of range advantage for him in a way. I would like to shove these really small suited hands just because they play pretty well as all-in hands. Even if you know, you're not really winning or anything when you're getting called, the fold equity should compensate for that. And playing them post-flop is fine too, but Yeah, overall, I feel like you don't have a lot of barreling potential, so that's why I prefer not to. But man, I'm just, yeah, I'm getting destroyed in all-ins overall. I think he's smart for introducing the limping range at shallower stacks. I do believe that's necessary because if you're just min raising everything and then folding the rest, you're probably going to be forced to open a very small range on the button, and that is definitely not what you want to do with position. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm simply getting crushed as far as variance goes.